Hello students and welcome to the next session on Math E-Mathematics. So today I am here to give you something very useful which I also found it to be very useful for me. So this is a video which will be about some of the math shortcuts. Or to be called, it is called as trick, okay, for multiplication. Okay, so this is the math shortcuts or tricks for multiplication. Generally, multiplication is somewhat difficult and it is the area where students make most of the errors or small silly mistakes. Alright, so today we will look at something which is of Vedic math. So this video employs Vedic math and we are going to use a method. So you can Google this anywhere and find this method, okay? But the explanation that I would give you would be the best and that would be the easiest that you could find. This method is called as base method. It is also called as Nikilam Sutram in terms of Vedic math. Alright, so this is the thing about this and base. So this term base, generally it refers to the powers of 10. That is, you can take 10 as a base, you can take 100 as a base, you can take 1000 as a base and so on. But you cannot take 20 as a base, 30 as a base. Remember, you can take only 10, 100 and 1000 as a base and not this 20, 30 which comes in between. These terms you cannot take as a base. So in this session we will be discussing this how to multiply quickly using this base method for 1 cross 1 digit. Okay. Then we will come to 2 cross 2 digit. Then we will come to 1 cross 2 digit. And if we are successful, let's proceed to 3 cross 3 digits. Alright, we can even do 4 cross 4. Let's see. If we are successful at this stage, we will think about 3 cross 3 and 4 cross 4. So first, let's take a look at this. So according to Vedic math, you don't have to know tables greater than the number 5. So 5 is all enough for this Vedic math. So up to 5, if you know the tables, you are the king of math. Alright, so we will take a look at the example where we have to find 8 into 6. So we will have to find this 8 into 6. Alright, so which number can I take as a base right now? Both these are near to the number called 10, right? So I am taking my base to be the number 10, okay? So I will write these two numbers as it, 6 and 8. So what is the difference from 10? If I subtract 8, what do I get? How much is the difference? So difference is going to be minus 2 and here the difference is going to be minus 4, right? Because I am finding the difference. So you have to find the difference. Either it would be minus if the number is less than the base. It would be plus if the number is greater than the base. For example, if you have 12 and 13, it would be in terms of plus on the other side. So I am writing this number 8 and 6 as such here. And I am writing the difference correspondingly to each of these numbers. So now my unit digit is going to be just the product of these two. Okay. So this minus and minus would become plus. That is not necessary to again go about here. And next, how we have to proceed further is that we have to find the difference or the sum of the numbers which are remaining in terms of diagonal. So here 6 minus 2, either case it will be the same, and that is the clue for us to find the right answer. 6 minus 2 is 4 and 8 minus 4 is also 4. So now what is 6 eighths are? 48. As simple as that. So now you will tell me that if I know up to 5 tables, it is much more enough to find this 6 cross 8 or 8 cross 6. So now we have got the answer as 48 for this 1 cross 1. So now let's proceed to a little tougher thing. So we will take two numbers as same as before. So now let's take these numbers to be 14 into 16. Alright. Again, who is going to be my base? Remember, I should put my base to be 10. Correct? Yes? Okay, so I'll write the two numbers as such. 14 is going to be 16. So I have written 14 and 16 as such. Now we would get confused. See, 14 and 16. The nearest number will be 20 for both these. But I cannot take the base as 20. So taking the base as 20 is incorrect. So I can take the base to be, yes, 10. Yes, correct. 100, correct. Then I can take the base to be 1000. So it should be a proper base of 10. That is the rule for this method. Alright. So now my base is 10, 1 and 0. Alright. So 14. How much is it less than or greater than 10? This is the rule that we have to see. 14 is obviously greater than 10 by how much? So 14, from 14, if I subtract 10 manually, I will get the answer to be 4. Right? So it is greater. So here it is greater, and here also 10 plus 6 is only 16. So here also it is greater. Right? So because it is greater, I am writing the plus sign and plus sign here. Now I think you would understand the difference between why we gave a minus sign here and why we are giving a positive sign on the 2 cross 2 multiplication. So as I said earlier, these two when you multiply it will give you your units digit, as that is very easy. 6 4s are 24. Okay. So units digit, only one digit is going to be here. So I am writing the 4 as such because 2, 4 comes in the units place. If you see 24, 4 is the units place digit. So I am writing the 24 units place digit as such, and for the tens place I am just writing 2 here temporarily just to push in. I have to push in this tens place into the tens place which originally occurs. So this is the rule. Okay. So let's wait. Alright. So now the remaining two numbers I have to find diagonally. So either way, 14 plus 6 is also 20 and 16 plus 4 is also 20. It's very easy. There is no need to do calculation. So it is 2, 0 which is 20. As I said earlier, 24, the units place I have written as such. Tens place, I told that we should carry it forward to the tens place. So if you take a look at the number, we have the answers in two parts. We have two numbers, here we have one number. So we have taken this to be units, then this is going to be tens place, this is going to be hundreds place. So I told this 2 will be carried forward to this tens place, right? So if this 2 has to be carried forward to this tens place, my answer is going to be 2, 2, 4, which is the required answer for this sum. Alright, moving on to 1 cross 2 multiplication. We will take an example of 13 into 7. Alright, so 13 I am going to write here, 7 I am going to write here. Okay, so now who is going to be the base? Again the number 10 is the base. So I have to find the difference of this given number from 10. So 10, I have 13 here, 10 is my base. So the difference is plus 3. Then I have 7 here, 10 is my base, my difference is minus 3. Remember, this is plus 3, this is minus 3. So units place is going to be a multiplication of these two units place. So 3 3s are 9. Okay. So it is 9, which I am writing it as such. Okay. So 9, you can even write it as 0 9. Okay. So for your convenience, you are putting this. Then for the remaining two numbers, it is going to be done diagonally. Diagonally, it is 13 minus 3 or 7 plus 3. Either case, 13 minus 3 is also 10 and 7 plus 3 is also 10. So I am writing 10 as such. So now it is the answer should be 1 0 0 minus 90 minus 9. Why means I have to move this 0 to the tens place, right? So because I am moving it and the ones place here, it is only 9. And you can also have it to be 0 9. So it is 100 minus 9, which is 91. So now you would ask me the question, how ma'am you got this 100 minus 9? See here, I told these two numbers. So if it is plus into plus, it is going to be plus. Here it is plus into minus, which will be a minus sign. So because I have a minus sign there, plus into minus is going to be minus. I have brought this minus sign here, and that sign is what is carried forward, and it is getting converted as 100 minus 9 and giving the answer as 91. So I hope you enjoyed this video where a new type of multiplication, which is a little different from the normal method, which is a conventional way. It involves a lot of steps, a lot of carrying forward, forgetting that, and getting out wrong answers. In this method, there is no possible of a wrong answer, provided that you understand the method. So just take a look at the method, and if you have doubts, you can just ping on the comments below, so that we can go on with another session where we can try to solve some more examples using the same method, and we would understand math from its very essence. Thank you and stay tuned with mathematics.